you have no motivation, you got your head in the cloud, man. If you do not have discipline, it's going to be very difficult trying to build a very quality life. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for always coming to support me. I actually appreciate and I love you. If this is your first time coming to my channel, hi, hello, welcome to my channel. I hope you have a nice time. It's a channel where we're trying to grow each other and trying to improve ourselves and make the best of our 20s. I mean, not just our 20s, but as the time goes on, too, we'll be making the best of our 30s, our 40s. So ensure you stay, like, watch my other videos, and subscribe. So, from the title of the video, you can tell what exactly it is we are talking about. We are talking about discipline or indiscipline, inconsistency, any of that. How to build discipline, how to overcome indiscipline, and how to be consistent with it. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start by defining what discipline actually means. I'm not going to use a dictionary definition, but discipline to me simply means the art of overcoming inertia and actually doing things regardless of how you feel. It is meeting your goals, getting to where you want to be, regardless of how you feel, whether you feel sad, you feel tired, you feel lazy. Discipline is actually overcoming all of that and still meeting up with what you have to do. No procrastination, no setbacks, no distractions, nothing. You're actually just meeting your goal. I'll also have you know that discipline is actually very, very key, especially if you're in your formative stage, because without discipline, you can't actually have a structured and progressive life. You just keep being a lazy bum and you just keep seeing the same mediocre results that you've been seeing from the beginning of time. It is also key because it gives you an exceptional quality of life. You get the best from your life when you're actually disciplined, when you actually set goals and you actually meet them, when you have things to do and you're meeting the deadline, when you've gotten to that stage where you no longer have to procrastinate, you no longer have to keep making excuses for why you're not successful or why you're not achieving what it is you want to achieve. The basis for all of that is discipline. If you do not have discipline, it's going to be very difficult trying to build a very quality life. You might be wondering, oh, what aspect of discipline is Rachel talking about? I'm actually talking about every single aspect: spiritually, financially, emotionally, physically, academically too. Without discipline, you cannot excel in any of these areas of your life that I just mentioned. Now you might be wondering that I can build discipline later. Why do I have to start building it now from my 20s? I'll have you know that it is very important, because if you've watched my previous videos, I always say that the habits you build in your 20s tend to follow you till the end of time. If you try to break those habits, let's say in your 30s or 40s, is actually very, very difficult. And again, it is very important to start building it now, because you're away from your parents' house. There's no one telling you what to do, what not to do. You literally have the freedom. And most times we tend to misuse this freedom because there's no structure, because there's no one telling you what to do. There's no one actually trying to guide your life. You tend to actually just misuse it. You tend to misuse the time. You tend to misuse that period of your life because you have no structure, because you have no discipline. Indiscipline is actually one of the most dangerous and toxic traits to actually build, and you need to kill it right now. The fact that you have no one trying to tell you what to do and all of that, that means you're actually responsible for your life. The sooner you realize that the way your life is going to go, you are responsible for that. For every single choice, every single decision that you get to make, you have to start realizing right now that you are responsible for that and you're responsible for yourself. Whatever consequences, you are responsible for that. Moving on to the next chapter of this video, and I'm going to be talking about why we struggle with indiscipline and how to get over each and every one of them. The first reason why you're not disciplined is because you have no motivation. Yep, have no purpose, you have no why. Sometimes you could actually have a why, but then your why is not strong enough. Like, what is your purpose for doing things? What is your purpose for actually wanting to get this goal? What is the motivation behind it? Let's say you set a goal saying, oh, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight in the next 1 year or in the next 6 months, depending on how urgent it is. If you do not have a strong reason why you want to lose weight, trust me, you're not going to wake up in the morning, go out and work out. If the reason you want to lose weight is saying, I realize that if I keep working on this path, I'm actually going to die, I wouldn't get to live to my full potential. So that's the reason why I actually need to lose weight. Haven't you noticed that most times people that have a wedding or something to attend in like few months, they tend to lose weight the fastest? Why? Because their why is very strong. Their why is, oh, I need to go to this wedding, I need to slay, I need to kill people. So they tend to do everything and anything. You see those people, they can literally wake up by 3 a.m. and then they are working out. And they keep on working out till 6 a.m. They can starve for 2 days and they wouldn't feel it. But that's the power of your why. That's the power of your reason, the power of your motivation. What is your reason? You need to sit down and ask yourself, what do I want to do? Why am I not consistent in following out these systems that I've laid out for myself? If you're saying you want to improve your grades and all, you already have a job waiting for you by the time you're done with school. You might not feel the need to actually put in as much work as everybody is. But if you know that after school, man, I have to hustle, you know that, okay, I might probably work with this degree, I might probably work with what I study, probably being the keyword because that's not how Nigeria is going. But then, if you know that that's the only thing you can rely on, you're going to wake up in the night and you're going to actually study and get your whys, get your reason. Make sure that whatever you're doing, whatever goal you're setting for yourself, you have a definite reason why you actually want to meet up that goal. If you do not have a reason, you're going to continue being indisciplined, and we don't want that. So get your reason straight. When you actually get this reason, make sure it is something you see every time. You can set it as your wallpaper. You can place it by your bedside or paste it on your wall by your bed so that when you wake up in the morning, that's like the first thing you're seeing. And then you're motivated each time, even when you don't feel motivated. You push yourself out there and you're like, this is why. This is why I'm doing this. If you have a family or something and you're struggling with going to work, put the picture of your family by your bedside. I kid you not, when you wake up in the morning and you look at them and you see their smiling faces, you're going to go to work no matter how shitty it is. You will go to work. You work and you're going to earn that money to take care of that family. So place the whys in a way that you can always see them, that you're constantly reminded of them, especially if you're someone who struggles with gross indiscipline. Now, the next reason why you struggle is because you lack a realistic solution. You're building castles in the cloud. You got your head in the cloud, man, and you need to live there. Let's say you've gotten your whys, but then the solution you set or the systems you set in place to actually achieve your goals and meet up the why that you set is unrealistic. It's so ambiguous and you cannot meet it. Using your physical body as an example, you're trying to lose about 20 kg, good and fine, and then you say, okay, you know what, from now on, I'm not going to be eating anything at all. The only thing I'm going to be eating is apple and carrots. For the next 2 months, I'm going to be eating only apple and carrots, and I'm going to be drinking only water. I promise you, you're going to faint. You will faint as you're walking on the road. It doesn't work like that. Everything has to be timely, everything has to be taken bit by bit. They don't just give birth to a baby and the baby starts running. The baby actually starts from sitting, you crawl and walking and thereabout before you can actually start running. Get a realistic solution to your problem. When you figured out your why and you're actually thinking of solution, or you're writing or mapping down the solution to actually meet your goal, make it realistic. You don't just set unrealistic goals or unrealistic heights, you're going to crash. You are most definitely going to crash. Get a realistic solution to actually meet your goal. If you do not know the time frame to give yourself, you can start with 12 weeks, 12 weeks for whatever you're doing. I don't know how many of us have read this book, The 12-Week Year. If you haven't read this book, you actually need to go and try and read it. I mean, I'll paste the book somewhere here. That book is actually very helpful because it teaches you how to achieve most of your goals that you set at the beginning of the year in 12 weeks. It's more like your conditioning your brain and you're telling your brain that, okay, we have only 12 weeks this year and I have to do this. It teaches you how to actually go about it, how to actually set goals, set systems in place to actually meet your goal. So if you're struggling with making up a realistic solution, go read the 12-week year. It can actually help you. The third reason why you're actually struggling with indiscipline is because you lack like minds around you. The people you surround yourself with are people that the both of you have totally different goals. So how do you want to motivate yourself? There's no accountability partner around you. There's no one to keep you in check, especially if you know very well in your heart of hearts and your mind of mind that you're someone that suffers with gross indiscipline, like you're grossly indisciplined, and then you're saying, oh, I'm going to try and do this on my own. There's nothing wrong with actually having people around you. It makes the process easier, makes you actually look forward to reaching your goal. It's just like when you're climbing a mountain or you're running. You're tired, you're very tired, you're getting really out of breath. But then you look beside you and you see the next person still going strong, and the both of you are encouraging yourself. You're going to actually keep on going, even if you know that you could have given up at that particular time. But because you have someone by your side that is actually encouraging you, you're actually going to keep on going. Get yourself accountability partners that will actually go on this journey with you. Surround yourself with like minded people. You know that saying that goes like this: if you surround yourself with five idiots, very soon you're going to be the sixth idiot. If you surround yourself with five indisciplined people, you're going to be the sixth indisciplined person. Don't be a local champion whereby you're the highest amongst your colleagues. So when you're looking at them, you feel like, oh, I've actually achieved more than this person. I can slack, I can take it easy. No, you and your friends are actually supposed to encourage each other. You guys are supposed to motivate each other. Even if it might not be your friends per se, because I agree that sometimes we want different things from life. So you could actually get people whose mindset align with whatever goal you're trying to achieve at that particular point. I don't know why I keep on using weight loss, but then let's say you want to lose weight, get yourself an accountability partner. The both of you ensure that you're both at the gym at least 3-4 times a week. It makes you actually get to your goal easier and you get there finishing strong, and then you're happy because you know that not only did you achieve the goal, your friend, your accountability partner actually achieved the same thing too. That's if you genuinely care about them. Surround yourself with like minds. You're going to thank yourself in the future. Another reason why you're struggling with indiscipline is because you start by achieving the hardest goal first and then you end up falling flat out on your butt. Don't do that. Baby steps. Start with the easy one, then go up the ladder. Take it little by little, bit by bit, step by step. Don't rush yourself. The more you rush yourself, the more you actually end up failing and you keep falling back and you're wondering, why do I keep falling? Start with the smallest goal first. The final reason why you struggle with indiscipline is because you're trying to carry the whole burden by yourself. The Bible says, cast your burden upon me, take my yoke. If you actually leave the goals to Jesus, you hand it to Jesus, He's going to make it easier for you. I cannot overlook the power at which submitting your goal to God actually gives you. By the time you hand it over to Him, you begin to realize that it's actually easier for me to get to my goal. By the time you're praying about it, you're working towards it, you realize that the work is no longer as hard as it used to be. Because why? The Holy Spirit is standing beside you. Jesus is actually there holding your hand and walking you through that rough path. You're literally not alone. Jesus is actually the best accountability partner. I mean, you still need physical accountability partners, but then the first and the best is Jesus. I'm not even going to lie, no cap. I'm not going to mix my words. But, anyways, that is the end of this video. If you actually stayed till this very moment, thank you. I really appreciate the effort and I appreciate the support. Please ensure to actually like, subscribe, and share. Introduce other people to my channel. Introduce them, bring them on board so that they can actually benefit from the tea. But, anyways, thank you so much for actually staying with me. I love you guys and I hope to see you in my next video. Toodles!